Okay, so it says use formulas to find the lateral area and the surface area of each prism and round your answer to the nearest whole number. So one of the formulas is lateral area equals the perimeter times the height, where the perimeter, so the P equals the perimeter of the base. So if I look at what my base is, my base are the two trapezoids. You see the two trapezoids there on either end? All right. So the H part is for the height. Well, that means the height of the prism, not the height of the trapezoid. Now, if I stop and look at that, that means this is right here. This 12 would be the height. Why? Because it's the distance between the two bases. So my two bases are the two trapezoids. So then my lateral area would be the perimeter times the height. So you find the perimeter by adding all the sides. So that would be 4 plus 2.8 plus, wait a minute, what's the other side? Well, if I look over here, that other side is 8.1. How do I know? Because it would be across from this 8.1. So they're both 8.1. So that's plus 8.1 times the height, which is 12. So this would be 18.9. That's the perimeter times 12. And that will just equal 226.8. So 226.8. Well, the surface area is the lateral area plus the area of the two bases. So I have surface area equals the lateral area, which is 226.8, we just found it, plus the area of the two bases. So that's 2 times, well, I need to look and see, how do I find the area of the base? Well, for a trapezoid, the area formula is 1/2 the height times base 1 plus base 2. So the height for the trapezoid is 3. Base 1 and base 2 are 2.8 and 8.1. So 2.8 plus 8.1. So that's 226.8 plus 32.7. So when I add those together, I get 259.5, and since I'm supposed to round to the nearest whole number, I have 260 units squared, since I'm finding area. Okay, let's take a look at number 6. So I need to find the lateral area. Well, I'm kind of having to squeeze this in. So the lateral area would be the perimeter times the height. This time the perimeter, here's the 3 numbers that I need. This is 10, this is 6. This other side of the triangle would go right here. That's also 10. So I have 10 plus 10 plus 6, and I'm going to multiply that to the height. Now that would be the height of the prism, which is 24. So then the lateral area would equal 26 times 24. And 26 times 24 is 624. So that's 624 inches squared. Okay, so to find the surface area is the lateral area plus 2 of the area of the base. So there's the lateral area plus 2 of the area of the base. So that would equal 624 plus 2 times. Now again, I have a triangle. Okay, well, since this is an isosceles triangle, I would need to draw in the height to get the height, because I need the height to find the area of the end there. So let's see. If I put in the perpendicular, if I put in the altitude, that is going to cut the side in half. That makes this 3. The hypotenuse is 10. So if I want to find the height, then I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So I have 3 squared plus h squared equals 10 squared. So that's going to be 9 plus h squared equals 100. So h squared equals 100 minus 9. So that's going to be 91. So h equals the square root of 91. Well, I'm not going to simplify that. I'm just going to put it in there. So that's 1/2. The base is 6. And the height would be the square root of 91. Since I'm just putting it all in my calculator, I'm just going to leave it just like that. So when I put all the numbers in the calculator, after I found the area of the two bases and added the area, the lateral area, the whole answer is 681.23. So that would be 681, and that would be inches squared. 681 inches squared. Okay, so we're supposed to find the lateral area of each cylinder to the nearest whole number. So the measurements that we need are the radius here, and the height. Those are the two measurements that we need. Now remember, if you're just finding the lateral area, that means you're just finding the soup can label, okay? So the height would be 11, but the base of that, well, since it's being wrapped around the circle, it's going to be 2 pi r, so in my case it would be 2 pi times 5. All right, so in order to find the lateral area, I just need to take the base times the height there of that rectangle. And so the lateral area equals 2 times pi times 5 times 11. So 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 times 11 is 110, so I have 110 pi. So that gives me 345.5, but since I'm supposed to round to the nearest whole number, that would be 346 meters squared. Okay, let's take a look at number 9. Number 9, the height of the cylinder is 22. How do I know it's the height even though it's laying on its side? It's the distance between the two circles, the two bases. So here's a circle here and a circle here, and those are the two bases. The radius is 7. Okay, so it's the same thing. I still have the lateral area equals 2 pi r times the height, so that 2 pi r would be 7. The height is 22. So you have 22 times 7 times 2, and that would be 308. So that is 308 pi. And if you multiply that by pi, you get 967.6, and since I'm supposed to be rounding to the nearest whole number, that's 968, and that would be meters squared.